It's the Mid-Year Book Freakout Tag. Hello, welcome back to Read and Roam. I'm your host, Kaylin, and we are almost halfway through 2025, and that can only mean one thing: the Mid-Year Book Freakout Tag. In today's video, I will be answering 13 questions from my reading so far this year, so let's get into it. Question number 1, what is the best book that I've read so far in 2025? And that book will have to be Hunger's Bite by Taylor Robin. I really loved and enjoyed this book. This was a 5 out of 5 star read from me. This book talks about our two main characters, Nita and Emery, and they are stuck on the SS Lark, and the SS Lark got a brand new owner, and that is Mr. Honeycutt, and he is like the most evilest, villainous character in the whole book, and he is utterly fantastic. I loved and enjoyed this. I do have a reading vlog where I go into more details of my thoughts, feels, and opinions, so be sure to check out that video as well. Question number 2, the best sequel you've read so far in 2025? And that is gonna have to be Diary of the Wimpy Kid, The Deep End, which is the 15th book in the series. But this book was just so funny, relatable. I've been on a family vacation like that, and it was just a good laugh throughout. Question number 3, a new release you haven't read yet but you want to, and that is gonna have to be Saga Volume 12, because I have been waiting for this book to come out. It got delayed. Saga features two people who are star-crossed lovers that should definitely not be in love, definitely should not reproduce, and so the whole galaxy is after them. And this is the 12th volume in that series. Question number 4, most anticipated release for the second half of the year, and that is going to have to be Catsternauts, Cosmic Clutter by Drew Brockington. This is the 7th book in this series, and it follows 4 cat astronauts. Catsternauts. We have Major Meowser, Waffles, Blanket, and Pom Pom. And in this installment, there's a not so possum space trash emergency. And it means a special cat will have to step in and save the day. I am so looking forward to this release. Question number 5, biggest disappointment of 2025 so far. And luckily this book was discounted for $5, because if I would have spent the full price for this, I would be even more disappointed. And that is How to Win at the Challenge in Life, a Champion's Guide to Eliminating Obstacles, Winning Friends, and Making That Money. This book was a big ol' boo. I think just because it's so short, we try to pack, I think there's like 21 challengers, if I remember correctly, in here. One of the challengers didn't even get interviewed, which I thought was really bizarre. Like, why would you include this person? I get they were critical to like the show, but still, it just wasn't it for me. I wish there was more depth. Maybe they needed to cut it down to like 10 challengers and expand on their journeys and their time on the show, or like what made them even more successful with the challenge and outside of the challenge, maybe something like that. But yeah, this was just not it. Glad it was only, $4.99 at Ollie's, because I would have been disappointed if I would have paid $27.99 full price. Yikes. Question number 6, biggest surprise of 2025 so far? And I'm actually gonna have to give this back to Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. I was not a fan of Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I was very nervous going into this if I was going to like it, or if it was going to be like Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, where I start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, and then eventually finish it like 4 years later. And I was really hoping to not have that experience with this, but this definitely surprised me. I read this in like, I don't know, like a week. Loved it so much. Definitely a surprise. Question number 7, favorite new author. This could be new to you or debut. And a new to me author that I very much loved and enjoyed was Taylor Robin with the Hunger's Bite. This book was just so perfectly written. I loved it so much. Question number 8, newest fictional crush. I mean, like, maybe Haymitch, but I don't really have a fictional crush on him, so I'm just gonna leave this question blank. But if you have a new fictional crush, let me know in the comment section down below. Question number 9, newest favorite character, and that is going to have to be Mr. Honeycutt from Hunger's Bite. He is such a good, evil, eerie, spooky, haunting villain, and the illustrations in this definitely like amp up the creepiness and the spookiness. He is definitely one of my new favorite characters, and I really love when a book has a really good villain, and this book definitely did that for me. Question number 10, a book that made you cry, and that was Sunrise on the Reaping. I haven't cried reading a book since I read Allegiant back in, what was it, when it was released? 2013, 2014. So it has been over 10 years since I've cried reading a book. I started to tear up in the first couple of chapters and I'm like, I am not going to cry. And then I bawled my eyes out the last 50 pages. This book absolutely wrecked me in the best way possible and I cried so much. Question number 11, a book that made you happy. And I've recently started reading the last book in the Warren the 13th trilogy, and it's Warren the 13th and the 13th Year Curse. This is by Tanya Del Rio. I love little Warren right here. Right now, in the first couple of pages, we have Warren. He's shipwrecked, and I'm like, no, Warren. I hope he gets the happy ending that he deserves. And this book makes me so happy because I also really love and enjoy the illustrations in here. And I love that with each book. So on the first book, we have like this red and black combo. In the second book, we have a green and black combo. In this book, we have a blue and black combo. And it also correlates, like blue is to the ocean. So I really enjoy that. Question number 12, the most beautiful book you bought or received this year. And that is going to be Return to Sender by Vera Brosgol. I love the cover. It's so fun with this like little yellow font that sticks out on the cover. I love that. But then you turn it over and look at these sprayed edges, the yellow. I love it. I love it so much. I love that the yellow matches the title color. I love it so much. It's just such a fun, pretty book. And when I first went to purchase this book, I didn't realize there were sprayed edges. And so when I found that out, I was like, oh my goodness, this is so awesome. It is such a beautiful book. And the last question, question number 13, what are the books that you need to read before the end of the year? So I've created a short list consisting of 4 books that I hope to read by the end of 2025. 2 are going to be 2025 releases and 2 are on my TBR pile. So first up for the 2 2025 releases, the first one is Overdue by Stephanie Perkins. And I feel like we are overdue for a Stephanie Perkins contemporary novel. Besides her anthologies, The Summer Days and Summer Nights and My True Love Gave to Me, we really haven't had a romance Stephanie Perkins novel. We've had the spooky books of There's Someone Inside Your House and The Woods Are Always Watching, but we haven't had like a true contemporary romance since Isla and the Happily Ever After, which was released in 2014. And fun fact, this is the only book that I've lost the dust jacket for. So I'm very excited to see how she writes this book. And also it's an adult novel. It's not YA. So I am excited for when that gets released on October 7th. And the second 2025 release I need to read by the end of the year is With a Vengeance by Riley Sager. I know I'm pushing The Last Time I Lied on the back burner yet again, but I feel like this is craving my train obsession as of recent. One night I ended up getting stuck on this YouTube channel, Will from Trek Trendy, and he does luxurious travel reviews of trains. And that's the thing that I got sucked into. And I'm like, oh my goodness, all these luxurious trains look so insanely cool. But once I got hooked on those train videos, I was like, you know what? This might cure my train obsession that I currently have. And the line from the description that immediately hooked me to this book was, no stops, a deadly game of survival and revenge. And then I was like, I'm sold, take my money. I am thoroughly invested now. And the 2 books that I have on my shelf that I need to read by the end of the year include The Night Librarian by Christopher Lincoln. I feel like I've mentioned this in every single video as of recent, but it is on my summer TBR pile and I'm hoping to read it in the next couple of months. We have Paige, we have Turner, there's some magical things going on in the library at night, evil villains are getting loose, and it just looks like such a fun, cute tale that I know I will need to read before the end of the year. And the last book is Almost Midnight by Rainbow Rowell, and these are 2 short stories. I meant to read this last year towards the end of the year and then I just ran out of time, so I'm hoping to achieve that this year. It's a short and sweet book. It's 2 short stories. There's a little bit of illustrations in here. I think it's a perfect read to wrap up the year with because it's short, it's sweet, and it'll count towards my reading goal. And anyways, that's gonna be it for today's video. Let me know in the comment section down below if you did this tag. Let me know your answers. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you next time for a new bookish video.